welcome back to SmackDown Vs Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. I am your host, Attack Slug. We are 10% complete. This is the start of week 3 on this channel, on this show. Welcome back. We have one goal today, and that is to trade away a almost 100 Carlito to ECW for hopefully 2 superstars and bolster this roster. Now, we still have 2 injured superstars here on our card, and that is Randy Orton and it is William Regal. So they're still out with an injury for 2 more weeks. Orton in that tag team feud and Regal not currently in a feud whatsoever. So we'll keep on pushing that back a little bit. But in terms of our roster here, in terms of their morale, myself wants a title shot and Carlito wants to renegotiate. He has 17 weeks on his deal still. He's not furious. After upset is furious. And when they're furious, they might leave. I don't want to spend the money to renegotiate and then have to trade him after that. That's a waste of money. So let's leave him as upset. But Slug here can get a shot at one of those titles. Otherwise, yes, we have him at 98. We got Cena Austin at 100 and him at 98, Edge 97. So we're doing all right on that. But yes, our guys here who had not worked in a while, like Sandman and Helms, they need a pump up here on our week. But also their fatigue levels need to be, understood here on the program. That being said, we should go book our show for today. Also, we have One Night Stand happening. So let's zoom past. Can I do a thing on this day? I can. That's an extra day. That's an extra day. So events and activities. Let's make sure, 1,000% sure, that Carlito is at 100. So bar none, he's a hundo. There it is. That should be the deal. And now, there's what I want from ECW. That's what I want from ECW, the dead man. So can I get that? We'll see. But I have a level 100 superstar, and that should be a good spot to negotiate from, I hope. Raw gets 4 stars. SmackDown, on the other hand, gets 3.5. So, exciting night. Taker pull out that victory overall at 3.5 stars at pay-per-view. And, of course, the fans here I'm not doing great on, but otherwise I'm fine. It's just that the actual fans that are coming in the building on the broadcast or on the ratings have not been the greatest. So there is that. But before that, let's double, triple, duple check here on Carlito, who should be now at 100 in popularity with 3 in fatigue. But the problem is he's currently our Cruiserweight champion. So now I, as the GM, has to step in here personally and make sure he loses to Rey Mysterio on the show, and then have that thing be canceled on their rivalry, and have a new one run that till SummerSlam. That's the plan. It could go wrong because a lot of things could go wrong, but let's see what they booked there on that pay-per-view. They had no match 1. Kelly beats Michelle and Candice. Lashley and Finlay beat Matt Hardy and Mark Henry. Kenny loses to Nitro in a tables match, and HBK and the Dead Man beat Elijah Burke and the Great Khali. Okay, sure, that is certainly a main event to discuss at some point. I don't know. Scottsdale, Arizona, where are the Bellas? Okay, now then, we have hold on, who is the least in fatigue here? Who has, no fatigue that I can just pump up here in a bit of a business? So Edge can get back to 100. Randy's still hurt. Shad and Regal are good prospects here to pump up a little bit. So the better the whole roster, the better the brand. So we will say, hey, trophy date for Mr. William Regal, who is still currently out with an injury. Hopefully this date won't injure him further. You never know what you're going to pull on a trophy date. So, there is that. Big success. So the ladies love Sir William Regal. He is, after all, a man's man. Now then, that Raw on that show was Tori beating Snitsky. It's not his fault. Ashley beats Chavo and Mickey. Jeff Hardy and Masters lose to Marcus Corvon. Triple H beats MVP and Melina, and Batista beats Kennedy and Kane. Kennedy. 3.5-star show. Now then, EC Dubs. We're going to say, hey, Big Shad, send you on a big date here. Alright, there we go. Do some of that. +5 to Shad. And let's check on that show for EC Dubs. Vacant Match 1. Vacant Match 2. CM Punk, Lashley, and Hardy lose to Kelly, Michelle McCool, and Candice. Wow. And that match was elimination. That's wild. We got Nitro losing to Finley and Kenny, and HBK and Taker lose back to Elijah and Kali. So 50-50 booking, a 3-star show for ECW. Let us pump up with a date. 1 Legend Killer, 1 Viper, a Randy Orton. So Randy doing that. Big success. We have, I think, 1 more. Let's see who else might need a little bit of that trophy date juice here. In terms of our fatigue, we can get Edge back to 100, which would be good. In terms of who is most popular or who is least popular, Helms. All right, look, you know what? I'll put Helms on one of those. Get him back up near 60 at least. So, you know, be charitable once in a while with this nonsense. So, Gregory Helms, you are up to go hang out with these lovely ladies and get more fan popularity. Which brings us to SmackDown. Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, let's fix this show. We're going to run some matches here. I will not run myself. Yeah, we're going to run these matches and let's see here. So we can't book Regal and we can't book Randy Orton. But anybody else is fair game. So we can totally say, you know what? Let's not double book Rey here. Let's put in the Sandman instead of Rey there. And then have that be a match between those two. Let's make it hardcore. Because, you know, Sandman. He's hardcore. Alright. So that's on the line there. Umaga versus Slug. I think this can now be a... Alright, yeah. They're at 2 there. So this can be a... Let's make it a first blood match between Umaga and Slug. Why not? Sure. Right? We're going to continue putting off our deal here between these individuals. So it's going to be our... keep on going with that rivalry there. That'll be for our tag team titles. That's still at 0 because we haven't been able to do it just yet. We will take Sandman off this match here, which is not... That's going to be vacated there because we have Edge back in the ring. Which means we can totally book Edge versus his rival, which I think is Booker T? I think so. So they're both at 0 in fatigue, so it can be something crazy like a parking lot brawl between those two to kick things off, and it will be for that U.S. title. I think that's the case there, right? Yes. All right. Edge and King Booker in that parking lot brawl. Now that match, I'm going to have to play and make sure that somebody wins here, which means let's make it hardcore. So just in case, man, just in case. That one I'm going to play. Main event will still be these two. What is their fatigue at? That is, all right, so Cena, I don't want to have him get injured. It's John Cena. We can't risk that at the current juncture here. Wouldn't be good. So that would be a standard. Actually, no, I'm sorry. How do we... We did have myself who wanted a title shot. And because we're not having... let's actually see if I can't say, all right, Edge does not get the shot just yet. We're going to do here instead, and it will be King Booker versus Attack Slug. We're going to have Edge in the corner of King Booker. So, wait, what? No. Yes. King Booker has the belt, and Edge is in his corner. There we go. So, that should hopefully stack that deck against myself. So I don't win that title, but keeps that feud going between King Booker and Edge. Which means changing up and not injuring myself would be good. Which means this changes. Which means we need to keep this feud going still. which means we'll also do a 1-on-2 endeavor with a manager, JTG, in here, working Umaga, and I will be in the corner of JTG. So that keeps me and Umaga feuding, and it keeps all this nonsense down, hopefully. So, yes, put me in the match there, and also I'm in the corner, so that should work out pretty good, I'm pretty sure. So that, honestly, alright, we got one more thing to book here for a promo. What can we book for our second promo here? Let's build hype for the Great American Bash. I think that's the next show, right? I think. So yes, there is our card. Helm, Sandman, Umaga, JTG, Tag Team Rivalry. Myself challenging for that US title. This match I have to play to make sure that Rey wins the match. Hype for the show, and then Cena versus Stone Cold for that world title. That should be alright. I hope. So, confirming the card. Hopefully, nobody gets injured or mad at me. We're going to find out here. So, match number 1, Simulate. Sandman beats Helms. He's hardcore. Umaga versus JTG. Simulate. The Bulldozer loses with me in the corner. So, I screwed him in the matchup. So, you know, booking. Attack Slug will hopefully not win this title. So otherwise, it's going to get a little bit confusing here on that. So, hopefully, King Booker retains that title. He does, with Edge in his corner. Fantastic. Let's go play this matchup as Booyaka Booyaka Rey Mysterio. I didn't want to have to do this, but unfortunately I must step in because I'm not going to trade a current champion and have them show up on a different show with my Cruiserweight title. That's kind of not cool. Not cool, Carlito. Not cool. So let's get in here with Rey Mysterio. Let's get a little bit hardcore. And I did put it back on normal and not legendary, because I don't want to lose this matchup on the hardest possible difficulty. Because once this match concludes, it's trade time, baby. It's trade time. Dragon Screw Leg Whip from Ray. Doing it, and doing it, and doing it well. Now, again, this is going to be hardcore because I can just get in a chair and go buck wild. But of course, has to be softened up first. And also, I'm playing the game, so therefore I need to have a HUD here because it's important to know when I'm going to get a finishing maneuver and get my meter up on car leader, if you will. So, nah, Carlito. That ain't cool. That is definitely not cool. He beat me to the punch there. So, yeah, just, sure. Stay there and wait for it. And, oh, no, Carlito. Oh, he's too quick, man. He's too quick. No, Carlito. I missed. Yeah, go get a chair. Steel versus steel, Carlito. We'll see who wins. We'll see who wins. Now, can I hit a finish on Carlito? Booyaka, booyaka. All right, West Coast pop after this. And boom, 619. Get up there. Hit that. Woo! And pinfall. 1, 2. And just like that, we have a new Cruiserweight champion with that dirty sledgehammer. No hard feelings, Carlito, but that was indeed cool. Our new heel Cruiserweight champion, and now Mr. just about 100 here, or should still be at least in the high 90s, gets traded to ECW. So I guess enjoy that if the trade gets approved. So we'll see how that works there, but we'll find out. Yes, sir, you are on TV. Okay, and in the main event, one more time, John Cena versus Stone Cold. Who is the winner? John Cena regains that World Heavyweight title. And let's now, having done that, head over here. And, oh wait, somebody's a free agent. Somebody, oh right, I forgot to, boo, that's on me. I didn't remember to and renegotiate, so let's bring back William Regal for like 5 weeks. So, that's on me. Helms, he's got 4 fatigue, so we might leave him there. Well, no. We need to have a fuller roster here just in case. So, yes, let's get Helms here for 5 weeks and to do that. So, that was on me. I screwed up, but I made it right. Now then, proposing a trade with ECW. I wish to offer you up a 97 rated 5 fatigue Carlito. And I wish to acquire, number 1, The Undertaker, who is an 80. And I also wish to acquire, who is down here on the bottom. We can get perhaps a Matt Hardy. Yes. Matt Hardy? What do you say, Dreamer? What do you say? Is that going to be enough of a hardcore trade? Proposing it. Okay. 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 Trade accepted. You got Carlito. I got Taker and Matt Hardy. You're an idiot. I'm a genius. Okay. That's awesome. Now, who is upset on this roster? Because, man, we did a good thing there. John Cena's happy. Everyone else is content. So as long as they aren't upset, we're doing good. Now, whose deal is up here soon? Whose deal? All right. Matt Hardy and we got, yeah. All right. So let's immediately get bigger deals for both Hardy and Taker. And then we got some more expiring here pretty soon. So let's just go into Matt Hardy and Taker here. So Taker. I want a 3-month, $500,000 deal. 13 weeks. All right. And then for Matt Hardy, I will say, how about we get a 5-week extension for the King of Deletion. Aha. Okay. Now, that's done. That's cool. But the problem is, now we've lost our current rivalry spot with Carlito. So that means the number 1 contender feud that'll run till SummerSlam at 12 weeks, and it will be the champion Rey Mysterio, and his contender, is Matt Hardy a face? He is a face! There we go. Is that going to work? Is he a cruiserweight? Alright, so does not qualify. He's not in that level of, look, it can't be Taker. To maximize, you need to have both a rivalry and a title. So I need to have a cruiserweight title rivalry. Can I make it for the Patriot? Can I make it this one, right? Can I say, all right, can this be a cruiserweight rivalry between Mysterio and between Matt Hardy, and who is more patriotic? Even though Rey's, San Diego, but still. Will it work? Oh, hey, it worked. Oh, hey, it worked. Awesome. That worked out fantastically. I hope. If I can't book that for a title, that is a problem. But I don't actually know here, looking at the roster, looking at my, this does not say who is a cruiser and who's not. So that's a thing I have to worry about, right? In any event, we run till Monday. We fingers crossed for no injuries on our telephone here in Anchorage, Alaska. But there is a beep from somebody. Vince McMahon, an injury-free month. After so many injuries, yeah, okay, sure. Cool. That works out for me. That is one more percent towards the finishing of this nonsense. Let's actually go back and check on our show from Friday and see what that did in the numbers. Actually, yes, go into the .com and see what that did for the week. And we're at here for our current Blockbuster trade. That's right. I got the Dead Man. Dead Man walking. You don't it now. ECW got 3 stars. Raw gets 4 stars. SmackDown brings me 3.5, I'm going to guess. 4. Solid 4-star SmackDown. Fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, below 3 million. Below. Raw, 3.32. SmackDown fans, 2. Still the same. Flatline SmackDown. We need more fans for SmackDown. But Raw is picking it up. There is the Raw going up. Then going down. And we gained a little bit there on that little blue there. But it's not enough, man. Not enough. Now, if I can pump up somebody else to 100 and steal 2 Raw superstars, then we're really in business in booking some multi-man, just pump up our volume on that. So, Power 25 is Cena, Austin, Lito, Rey, Edge, Randy Orton. So we need to pump up Booker here and get him up into the 5. And we're doing all right. We're doing all right. So not bad at all for the beginning of a new week here in GM mode. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. I'll see you next time. And I'm out.